Hello, welcome to Black Talk Show. I have Mignon Thomas, Coach MT here in the building. Well, online rather. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing okay.
You doing okay? Okay.
Mhm.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Absolutely. So, like she said, my name is Mignon. I'm Coach MT. I am a Christian wife, mother of two beautiful boys. I'm also the CEO of Coach MT, where that is my mindset and business coaching firm where I help other Black female entrepreneurs along their way. But I have a real passion for mental health, so I find ways in everything that I do to try to help people, and that starts with your mindset. So I'm really big on that.
Okay. Yeah, you also I've been in your program as well. So you helped me with my mindset for as uh procrastinating.
Yeah,
Don't yeah, don't want to just sitting on stuff. Yeah.
absolutely.
Sitting on stuff. You wanted to talk about perseverance and mindset. Could you give us elaborate on some of that?
Sure. So, oftentimes, what I notice is that when we are on the path to doing something great, when we are on the path to doing something good, oftentimes we'll have the mindset of why me, rather people want to say that or not. And there's nothing wrong with us saying that. You can visit that moment and be why me, but then you have to be able to release it. So one of the things that I've really been focusing on is giving myself time to sit with that moment, that emotion, and embrace it and go through all of that jazz, and it don't feel good.
Yeah.
But by doing so, then I am allowing myself the opportunity to move to the next step. A lot of us get right there with that why me part and we just sit with it.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
it's just like, in so many words, it's your opportunity to give up. It's your opportunity to let go, because now you've got to the part to where you don't have everything mapped out, the part
Yeah.
that's actually challenging. And y'all know we've seen that analogy where, like, when things get hard, like the diamond or the stone or whatever is right there on the other side. And we know that. To me, I think we know that, but still, it's hard for us to continue to persevere. And I'm not immune to that.
Hmm.
And so that's kind of why I wanted to talk about mindset and kind of share a couple of tips with how I'm able to persevere when you want to give up.
Yeah.
And the greats have all had instances to where they've wanted to give up. And the thing about it is if you talk to any one of them, they will let you know that those situations in time still present themselves. They still find
Yes.
themselves in a position
Yes.
where they want to give up. It's just knowing how to maneuver and get out of that. And a lot of that is one of the number one thing is surrounding yourself with like-minded people, mean people that really care about you and your well-being, and are gonna encourage you and things like that, and gonna listen to you. But so, like you said, you were in my program before, and so I lean on my clients, current and previous, heavily. Like, if you work with me, you're one of my people. Like I was talking to someone earlier, and I was like, when you meet your people, you know them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's no coincidence with that. We can relate to the Bible. Lord talks
Yeah.
about people know him. So you
Yeah.
meet your people that y'all know each other. Y'all speak a certain lingo. Y'all are like, most likely us. We're transparent.
Hmm.
We don't have time to be dressing it up. It is
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
So I lean heavily on that because I don't need to be where a lot of people mess up is they need to be seen in this light, or they're just like so great, so magnificent, so
Hmm.
perfect, and there's no perfect person.
Nobody. Yeah.
Right. So you're setting yourself up for failure.
Mhm.
And I encourage you guys, and you guys encourage me. And one way that you encourage me is by getting out there and sharing your gift of what you do.
Mhm. Yes. When you talk, what about like finding your network of people that you like-minded people? Do you have any tips on that?
Yes. For the most part, you got to get out there.
Mhm.
You got to get out there on the social scene. I'm not really big on that, but you have to do it. And so I surround myself by people that's their thing. They like to
Mhm.
do, like, they're my people, but
Mhm.
we all were similar to the body. That's their thing. They like to go out and socialize.
Mhm.
So when you're at these, go to conferences, because a lot of us are on this path to, like, what we I see it all over Facebook. We're on millionaire status, billionaire
Yes.
status, well, millionaires and billionaires go to conferences,
Yeah.
paid conferences. And
Yes.
go to conferences, go to retreats, even go to the free ones too. But reach outside of those people that are in, like, your immediate network, and meet other people. You can start by joining groups that are centered around the thing that you like. Like me, I'm in several mindset groups.
Mhm.
Um, I'm in several mental health groups, and I get a lot of clients that way.
Mhm.
And it's not because I'm in there broadcasting or saying, hey, this is what I do. I go in there and I share and I help
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
because your group needs to, when you are a part of a group, you should, there, it goes two ways. If you have a group, your group is there to help facilitate and share, as well as benefit your brand or whatever. However, then if you are a member of that person's group, you need to not only be coming there to take away, but to give as well. So if you show up in those groups and share some of your thoughts, comment on some of the posts, whatever,
Mhm.
take the time to do that. Take the
Yeah.
time to read, reply back to people, and then you will notice sometimes your people will DM you. You may see it a year later, but
Mhm.
a lot of times people will DM me, and I might see it months later, because now I have a habit of checking that
Yeah.
message request box. And I've gotten several clients that way, because they want to work with me because they've actually seen that you practice what you preach, or they may have an opportunity that they think that I'm interested in.
Mhm.
They may have something that they feel like will help me,
Mhm.
like genuinely help me.
Yeah.
So just getting out there and talking to people.
I found that that was a bottle. I said, "Ooh." There's a my some of my groups, like my business pages. I get messages in there, and then I hadn't checked them, so I got to get better with that, checking my messages, because I missed stuff that I could have, made a profit, or sale or something, like in my
Yeah,
because I didn't even go check the messages, because I hadn't had messages in so long, because I don't hardly be on there, and then I didn't go and check. I said, "Ain't this something?" So now
yeah.
I gotta start checking more often, because I hadn't been doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson when I had the mental health practice, and
Mhm.
when I went, I thought I wasn't getting any leads. I was like,
Mhm.
man, but then some kind of way, it was in the beginnings of, like, Facebook, and I ended up on the page, and I had like over 200 leads where people had reached out on opportunities that wasn't available anymore.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, wow,
Yeah.
whatever. So it does pay to do that. However, now in today's time, it's worth the follow up.
Mhm.
So many people will be like, think you missed it, or
Mhm.
not even bother to follow up. But it's worth the follow up, because if they were genuinely interested, they're waiting on your reply with the understanding that if you're actually doing what you say you're doing, you're busy. And
Mhm.
so they're going
Yeah.
to have to wait on you to actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, because the lady, and then I got an email on a lady, and I talked to her yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
she had me message me a couple, like last week sometime, and I didn't even see it until this week. I say I'm bad with that. I don't check like I supposed to. I don't check like I should, but I'm gonna get better.
Hmm.
What do you think about collaboration over competition?
Ooh, that is what I live by.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in that my client is my client and your
Hmm.
client is your client.
Hmm.
Um, like for instance, we both offer business consulting.
Yeah.
I help in a way that's different than you.
Yeah.
So you help in a way that's different from me.
Yes.
If we work together,
Hmm.
then we will end up with the people that are supposed to be in front of us instead of just a vessel sitting there that's not going to do anything with the knowledge that you're going to share,
Hmm.
and then they're going to, like I say, mess up my numbers because they're
Yeah.
going to give you like a negative review or
Yeah.
whatever, but they had no business sitting in that seat. And what I love about that too is that it's just encouraging. Like, you
Hmm.
will be surprised at the opportunities that will come your way when you put down that competition part.
Yeah.
I'm not saying not be competitive,
Yeah.
but know who to be competitive with. And
Mhm.
that doesn't even necessarily, I think a lot of times we see because this person offers the same thing I offer, we can't work together.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at like all the fast food restaurants, they all on the same strip.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. All selling a burger.
Yeah, but their people go to them because they
Yeah.
provide or they specialize in this. Like, I'm not a McDonald's person,
Hmm.
no pun intended, but that's just not. I will eat it, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
I'm Find me more if I do fast food. I'm maybe gonna go to Taco Bell, or I'm gonna go to maybe Whataburger or KFC.
Hmm.
But obviously, I'm not really big on that kind of fast food.
Yeah.
But um, but if somebody buys it, that's fine. But I'm gonna pick those over that.
Yeah.
Whereas the other person is like, because McDonald's is really, really successful.
Yeah.
They love McDonald's. They're gonna go over there.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's yeah, and I used to tell people I was trying to say, look about all the driving. You know, when you say driving, I'm country, so people don't know what I'm talking about. I say, but yeah, all these drive-ins. You think about it, all these different stores right on the same. You think that they
Mm,
stop opening their store because somebody else had one? You gotta change that mindset. It's not good. It's not
right.
good at all. Because you're gonna stay stagnant if you do.
Yes, because you
Yeah,
do need people.
yeah, yeah,
Thing of solopreneur that does
yeah,
not exist.
yeah.
We need people, and everybody that helps you or everybody that contributes to your business is not on your payroll.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for instance, everybody that comes through me and that need, a solid foundation, that need to know something about business and get the real on how it's supposed to be done, all those people are going to be sent to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody that comes through and wants something to do with like me, they
Me.
mention something about media, books, all those people are going to be sent to you. So you already have a lead source. And
Yeah,
so if we viewed each other as competition, or, like maybe I got that whip or whatever, then
yeah,
I'm not going to give you those people.
yeah, and the vice
Also,
versa. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and there's so many people that reach out to me. Like, I have doctors that reach out to me and will send me patients
Mm-hmm.
because they trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I have coaches that will reach out to me and be like, "Hey, do you want in on this?"
Yeah.
And that's really how, like, I do, like,
Mm-hmm.
with my chronic care management program that we have. I could have been selfish. I could have been like, I want to do all this by myself. One, I would have been overwhelmed and then most likely would have never got out. The
Mm-hmm.
people that needed that service would not have got it on time from me. They
Mm-hmm.
still would have got it, but just not from me.
Yeah.
And it turned out and blossomed into like a beautiful pool of
Mm-hmm.
powerful black women that come together, and we all contribute something different,
Yes.
work together
Yeah.
and created something awesome, and it's
Yeah.
continuing to blossom, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
um like you said, we created a network, so like you get into it, rather you bought into it, somebody
Uh-huh.
urged you into it, whatever, but everybody's taken care of and it just continues to grow, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
The thing will come.
Yeah. And you have a lab too, right? What is your
Yeah.
you can
Yes.
talk about that a little bit?
that's another thing. So I'm a nurse by trade, so the thing is to those of you that may be on the brink of wanting to be an entrepreneur, look at what you do every single day, the skills that you already possess, and find a way to monetize that for your good. So, and it's gonna need to be the skills that you don't have to think about, the things that you did easily or that
Mm-hmm.
people came to you for. So, um, when COVID first ramped up, everybody was going crazy and all these clear labs were popping up all over the place. So I was like, well, I guess I should do it. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really want to in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I didn't make the COVID bag like
Mm-hmm.
most of the people did.
Mm-hmm.
And because I didn't get in time, and the laws changed at a certain point, but I didn't get in time. So I didn't get all of that money from them doing the free test and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's
Uh-huh.
okay. So
Yeah.
I had it, and I still had the mental health coaching practice at that time, and I noticed that there was not really a need in the area that I'm in for it. Like I would have people trickling in, but I really wanted to cater to the people in my area,
Uh-huh.
and that really wasn't doing well. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna give it 100%. Still don't do well, pray on it, and then I move on. I did, but
Mm-hmm.
then I said, huh. I said, I got this lab. What can I already have the credentials. What can
Mm-hmm.
I do with this? And then, boom, this lady asked to be my friend on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Coach Eli.
Mm-hmm.
And I started following her. And so she started talking more and more about DOT this, DOT that, it's
Yes.
nice and friendly. And then she created a group and we started talking back and forth. She had a class. I said, hey, you might as well do it.
Yeah.
Because we are heavy on the DOT need in this area. And I said, well, I
Yeah.
can do that. I already got everything.
Yeah.
That's how I started. But then
Uh-huh.
when I got in there and I started learning, and I learned about, she teaches you how to structure your lab the correct way so you can be successful. And
Mm-hmm.
when I learned about all the different stuff, and I said, really, this I can do that? And so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had different stuff,
Yeah.
and it turned into a full-fledged, full-service lab. Like
Yeah.
we do everything, but we specialize in DNA testing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just really cool to me.
Yeah.
And then also it's cool and it touches my heart as well. There's actually a great need for this. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it. But just reaching out and talking to her, I could have been just like, I don't want to talk to her because she's a coach.
Yeah.
But I enrolled in her course and
Yeah.
brought my lab back to life and just roll with it because all the skills from nursing
Yeah.
what
You can
was
use
needed
it towards
in
your
my.
lab. Yeah.
And then so when I was practicing, I'm a very good stick. I would be called to the lab or volunteer to go to the lab to stick people that could not
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Get a
get
good.
the,
Get.
whatever, they just couldn't get them for whatever
Yeah.
reason. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember that one day when I was getting ready to,
I'm that person.
yeah, and I'm that person. I think that
Uh-huh.
might be why I'm so good.
Uh-huh.
So remember I was getting ready to leave the VA.
Mm-hmm.
I turned in my resignation, and one of my patients that came in to get some labs, but they were going to turn him away because they couldn't stick him. I was like, that's unacceptable. I
Yeah.
was go drink some soda and
Mm-hmm.
come back because he said I didn't have plenty of water. I said no, there's a trick. It's
Mm-hmm.
about the electrolytes.
Yeah.
Go drink some soda, go get a
Mm-hmm.
Sprite, and come back. And
Yeah.
that's what we did. We got it because I was like, he's drove a long way and
Yeah.
asked to have this done. So I was like, okay. And I noticed that when I was doing home health, it was the same thing. They would send
Mm-hmm.
me, I didn't know, but they would send me to the homes where like the elderly people that have the fragile veins and
Mm-hmm.
things like that and have the really important tests like the PTI or stuff that has to be drawn, not the
Mm-hmm.
one you stick the finger, but they got all these plethora of labs. And
Mm-hmm.
the ladies would say it when I get there, sweetie pies, but I didn't think nothing of it. And then,
Yeah.
you know what? And then people would request me,
Mm-hmm.
like at the clinic. So it kind of come natural.
Yeah.
I think since we've been open, I've only had one person that was a challenge to stick, and
Uh-huh.
one person that I couldn't get. and but it wasn't that I couldn't get her. It was that I got her, but her blood kept clotting, and I was like,
Partner.
"Did you drink some grape juice? Did you drink some water?"
Yeah.
And I got to the bottom of it, and I said, "Okay, we're gonna reschedule." But the
Yeah.
other lady, I just had to stick her like 4 times, but she was a trooper, and
Yeah. Okay.
got it.
Yeah. I remember when I worked in the ER and I had to do draw blood. But the thing is, I'm tell you, I had stopped drawing blood because in the ER, these people come in here telling you stuff, and I done been stuck before, like pricked.
Mm-hmm.
And because they told me these things, I said no more. I'm done. I'm done. I said, don't ask me to do it no more. I'm not doing it. And we had to be, certified to do it, in the ER. But I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I said, but no, no, thank you.
And that's one thing, I've never had a needle stick, thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Uh, and I think that that comes from my training as a dialysis nurse. That's
Hmm.
nothing but sticking, nothing but blood.
But you a nurse. I was just
So
a.
it doesn't matter. You had to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, okay. I was gonna add. You're gonna be a speaker at the Black Excellent Gala, and I
Yes,
wanted to make sure people know that you're gonna be a speaker at the Black Excellent Gala, and also you are in my magazine, Black to Black, magazine.
yeah.
So I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to the gala. I have something really special planned to share. So it'll really be a blessing for those who are in attendance and me as well.
Okay. Yes, great. Uh, do you have anything you like to share extra? You got anything you want to share? Like you
Yes,
got
so
anything coming up? Any?
what do I have coming up? Like right now, being that it's Mental Health Awareness Month, I was trying to find a way to give back that my schedule would allot. So I get a lot of requests for mental health sessions and mindset sessions. So I have decided that I will take on 5 clients because I had a opening in my calendar come up. I will take on 5 clients for a flash sale, and I shared the link on my page. And
Mhm.
all you need to do is go click that link and reserve your spot, and then we can schedule it today. You won't talk to me today or whenever you see this, but we'll schedule it now,
Mhm.
and it can be for later. But I just decided to put that out there since I don't do that anymore.
Mhm.
But I was like, it is needed because y'all would be surprised the inboxes and the text messages and the phone calls that I get. And I don't know. It's like one day a lady ended up in my office. I own a
Mhm.
lab, but
Yeah.
ended up in my office,
Yeah.
and she was looking for a mental health provider. And I was like, okay, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? What is
Yeah.
going on here? You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know. But I
Yeah.
was able to help her and divert her. So I
Uh-huh.
kind of worked like as a free uh, triage nurse and getting y'all
Uh-huh.
to the people you need to get to. But
Mhm.
I said, okay, I guess I'll do a couple of sessions.
Yeah. Okay. Might as well. Huh?
Yeah. So I'm just
Yes.
off that right now. And then
Right.
as far as the lab, courageousdiagnostics.com, you can go there and find out about us. We do DNA testing nationwide.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
so we have some
Yeah.
really cool stuff on there.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I usually play a song at the end, but I didn't know what to play, and
I couldn't tell you what to play today. Like I was telling you, just perseverance. Like I don't know who this is for, but if you feel like you're banging your head up against a wall, when you take one step forward, you take like a million back. Just keep going. Take time to take your moment to breathe. Just breathe, as Latasha say.
mhm.
But and get yourself together. But keep pressing forward. It's okay to pause, but it's not okay to quit. Because if
Yeah.
it was okay to quit, then I would quit today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I thank you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.